Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but trying to get back into the swing of things of school. We're all, including myself, are just getting over being sick with some kind of bug that's going around that affects your ears, your head, chest. It's just been real nasty stuff. Started off with my husband, and actually we caught it after we went to a museum with his Relic Hunters Association Club, and he ended up with it first, and then passed it down to me. Thankfully, so far Isaiah hasn't caught it, but I do know that his poor little legs have been hurting really bad lately. So I'm hoping that it's not a flare-up of his HSP. I'm just keeping a close watch and dosing him in Advil is all I can really do. But as you can tell, I am in my kitchen and I am making something new. I've never made this. I don't even know how it's going to turn out. But what I'm making is like this homemade style macaroni with, elbow pasta with ground beef, bell peppers, onions, tomato sauce. It's almost like a homemade version of hamburger helper, but better. And I have found the recipe online, which I found a lot of my recipes at allrecipes.com or cooks.com. I just usually, when I have something in my head of what I want to make, I just type it in the search bar and it just comes up. Things just come up and I just start browsing, and I found this and I was like, I can make that and add my own little twist to it. Right now I've got the ground beef in the skillet with the bell peppers and onions, and I figured, they said to cook it separately, and I'm like, you know what, no, I'm going to cook it together. That way there's flavor in the meat, and there's flavor from the onions cooking with the meat, and then I added some salt and pepper and garlic powder. I don't have any garlic cloves, or I would have done that instead, but garlic powder's okay. I just eyeball it. There's no measurements whatsoever. And I'm also, when I get everything combined, I'm going to add this. I love this. This is Italian seasoning. This has been the best Italian season I have found so far. Now, the dupe for it that I also like, but I use this one on my newer recipes. And then, this one I've had for quite a while, as you can tell. But this is the Dollar Tree brand, and I use this one too. But especially if I don't have this one, this is my backup. This is my main one. I love this one. This is Private Selection Italian seasoning, savory and spicy. It's really, really good. It has, I love it when I can read the ingredients, and it says marjoram, thyme, rosemary, savory, sage, oregano, and basil. There's none of the other stuff that some of these have. Like this one has the same exact ingredients. So that's why I said it's a good dupe for your backup. So it does help. But I have noticed that sometimes on some of these that I get of my seasonings from the Dollar Tree, these, especially like the Italian seasoning, like you could definitely see in this one, you can see the thyme in it, you can see they have it, I have found it where it has been a little more powdery and almost too dry. As you can tell by looking at this one, it's almost, I believe that sometimes it can be too dry. I use that most of the time. I have used fresh. I used to have a garden of, not a garden, but Italian parsley plant. So I do miss having that, because I used to pick off of it all the time and use it as garnish, use it as seasoning. And, but I can tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to run out of basil for a while. Because they had this on sale at Kroger a long time ago. And I'm still using it. So, and I had this thing probably for a year at least. I don't know if seasonings go bad. Let me know if you think dry seasonings go bad. I don't think they do. But, yeah. And I am going to have a DIY coming up soon as I can. I'm going to make a shelf. I saw some YouTube videos, and matter of fact, I subscribed to somebody that did a shelf, and I'm going to do kind of the same aspect that she did, but with a twist. I'm going to do it to accommodate my needs, which is, you know, I may make it a little wider so that I can use it for paper and all that, because I'm ready to get back into crafting. Christmas is coming. I want to get back into painting. I want to learn how to do blending with acrylic paints and all that stuff. And yeah, the bug is hitting me again to get back into crafting. I miss it. And you know, so what better way to start than to do a DIY and making storage for, you know, and you know, it's going to be simple. It'll be easy. And I want to do it because, you know me, I'm all about the budget. And if I can do it on a budget, that's the way to go. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Hope I didn't add too much. And this ground beef, the ground beef you're using this, I just use ground chuck. You can use, I'm assuming you can use ground turkey. You can use chicken, ground chicken if you want to use ground chicken. Ground pork if you prefer pork. I'm not sure how the pork and chicken would work, but I did see where somebody in the comments of allrecipes.com where I found this said that they used turkey instead of ground beef, and it worked just fine. I personally think the ground beef would be better because it is kind of an Italian style meal. And, you know, I wish my husband hadn't torn off the labels, but so be it. These are cans of tomato sauce. Now, I may not use all this. I know I'm going to use the big one to start off with. That's why I wish he wouldn't have torn my labels off. And then this is diced tomatoes, which I will drain these and use these because for some reason in the picture it looks like there's diced tomatoes in it. And I'm like, well, where in the recipe is the diced tomatoes? So I was like, you know what? I think I'll do a little substitution of tomato sauce with a can of diced tomatoes, but I'll just drain the diced tomatoes of all the juice like I do for my spaghetti. And this is going to be good. I think it's going to turn out really well. I don't want it too tomatoey like spaghetti. I kind of want it, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of wanted it to be kind of a savory kind of dish. And it does say, you know, how some people, because when you read the ingredients, you're like, well, where's the rest of the seasonings that's going to give it that little punch? You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see how it goes. I got a question before my phone kicks me off. My husband found this. It's kind of dry from sitting over here in the humidity, and some of you may shop at Trader Joe's. I have never shopped at Trader Joe's. This is called 21 Seasoning Salute. Onion, the spices. This is black pepper, celery seed, cayenne pepper, parsley, basil, marjoram, bay leaf, oregano, thyme, savory, rosemary, cumin, mustard, and coriander, garlic, carrot, orange peel, tomato granules, lemon juice powder, oil of lemon, citric acid. Okay, I got a question. I've had this for a while. Has anybody ever used this? If you have, please tell me what you put it on. I want to use it. When you open it, It has a fantastic smell. I'm wondering if you can use it on something like steak or as a marinator in part of a marinating process. Like if you were going to marinate your steak. My hair is so long. I'm so ready for a cut again. But anyway, so y'all let me know if you've ever used something like this or this particular one of seasonings. I'm really curious. I haven't tried Googling it, so I figured I'd come to you guys first. Some of you that like to cook a lot, I personally have gotten, during the summer, you probably didn't notice, during the summer I don't cook as much. And when I do cook, it's mostly stuff that I can just throw on the stove without having to stand in the kitchen and kill myself with a heat stroke. So, yeah, that's the way it's going. But I'm going to pause it for now. And when I move on to my next steps, I will be right back. See you soon. Okay. All right. We're on to the next step, which, you know, is basic, stupid basic step. Which is, you know, of course you want to drain the noodles. Nice and drained. I've already drained my ground beef and peppers, and got my noodles draining. Where's my other small strainer? Wow. Okay, so I'm going to use this can here. Probably could have done fresh tomatoes, but okay, here we go. This is how I drain my tomatoes, my canned tomatoes, because I want to make sure there's no juice in them whatsoever. And I can't see my face, but I'm standing in the other sink, and my hair looks like crap because I'm in here sweaty and feeling gross. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. I'm not going to put them, just put them all in there. Okay, got that one can in there. I'm going to open this can. Actually, no, I'm going to open the big can. Yes, it's one of those can openers that rotate. See, easier than using my electric one, which I don't like this one because it just cuts the top off of it. See, it cuts the top off of it, but it leaves a sharp edge, and I don't like that, because when I clean out my cans for recycle, then it ends up being kind of, this is just tomato sauce. Like I said, you can add what you want to this recipe, but I'm adding just some tomato sauce. I think we'll stop there on half a can of it for now. I'm going to add my noodles. Pretty much just adding everything into one pot. And I'm going to cover the noodles, the rest of this. So, I'm going to grab me a spoon. I would use my spatula that I was using, but I think for this I need to use my spoon. So I can dig down in there, and you don't want to stir it too fast, or, you know, of course, it'll go flying everywhere. I might add one more can of tomato sauce. And, you know, basically, this is your meal. This is it right here. Just this. And a nutshell, this with some salad, maybe some garlic bread, and you've got a full meal right there. I'm going to open up another can. Just makes it, it's a simple meal. It doesn't take that long. I haven't added my seasonings yet, so I'll add my dry seasonings next. Oh God, that looks even worse. I wish I had my ponytail in here, but I don't. I'm hot. Got my spoon. Make sure there's the, and I do kind of do this because I scrape off the you know, stuff off the side and mix it back up in the can. Let's see how that does. Oh yeah, that's better. And you know, some people said they just added a jar of spaghetti sauce, but you can do that too. You can even add, if you wanted to add, because some people like, oh yeah, that's just right. And I'm going to add some of my dry seasonings here. I think I'm going to add it this way, because I like dumping this, because I'm going to need a significant amount. And I'm just going to, if you break up the dry seasonings, see, these don't feel dry, they feel, I can't, like, see, breaking it up and putting it directly into the food, to me, makes the seasoning burst, I guess you could say. I guess that's the word you're looking for. I don't know. But, yeah. And of course, I will taste test as I move along. I'm going to crank this heat up here. Might move it over here. Turn my oven on so I can get it heated up. Let's see. It's missing something. Okay. Let's see how this does. I'm going to add a little more salt and pepper. A little more salt and pepper. And then I'm going to let this cook. Look. That's why you don't stir it. You kind of toss it a little bit, because then you end up with a, now I got a mess to clean up, which the stove needs to be cleaned anyway. So, alright, so I'm going to let this cook for a while. I would add some more. I think the next time I will buy some like what's the word I'm looking for? Some some already seasoned, like the green chili type tomatoes. But I want this to, all the seasonings to blend. This is going to be really good. It has a good flavor. I think I could have used a little bit more ground beef, but not too much more. show you a finished product, plated and all, when it's all done. Give you my review and let you know how it goes. See you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, it is done. Let me show you the finished product. Here we go. We have some salad and my glass of tea. But yes, there we go. Now, taste test. Everybody, I don't know what everybody else thinks of it just yet. We all kind of eat, you know, sometimes we eat together, sometimes, you know, like my husband's not home right now, so it's just me and Isaiah. So he's in the bedroom right now because he said he wasn't hungry right now. So I was like, well, you'll have to eat sooner than later. So here we go. And let me add a bell pepper on there. Here we go. Here we go. First try of this. That's good. That's really good. You can definitely taste the hint of the pepper, the sweetness from the onions being cooked down. It's really good. Really, really good. I do believe that the good thing about this meal, I'm not going to sit and scarf my food down in front of all of you, but the good thing about this meal is the fact that you can add other vegetables to it if you wanted to. You can even make it soup if you wanted to. You can make it pretty much any way you want. You can add mushrooms if you like mushrooms, if you like that kind of thing, which I am not a fan of mushrooms. But so far, I think this is going to be one of the top favorited meals around this house. Will be made again. Again, it's simple, easy and simple. I will try to link the recipe where I found this in the description. Like I said, this is not something I made up on my own, but I did add my own twist to it. But it does give you room to play with the recipe to come up with it on your own. So I think this is going to be a very much so like dinner. It's not heavy. It's great. It's really, really good. So yeah, that is it, guys. I hope you liked it. I will be back hopefully either tomorrow or the next day. I'm really trying, but now we're all back and well again. I will get back to making videos. Like I said, the crafting itch has hit again. So I'm going to get back into that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.